Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today's ride is going to be awesome because finally it's Group Ride Day. But I've got something a little bit special planned for today. Check this out. Hey up. Yeah! So, as I said, it's finally Group Ride Day. So my plan for today is to play a secret game with all the other people on the group ride, which they don't know about. I've called it Group Ride Bingo. So this works pretty much like normal bingo. I've come up with 12 things that I think will happen on the group ride. Every time I capture one on my camera, I get a point. For any that don't happen, you guys get a point. So I've filled it with loads of stuff, like someone gets a flat tire, someone goes the wrong way, someone yells, "Send it!" All these sorts of things that I think will happen on the group ride.
So just for reference, here's a shot of the bingo sheet so that you know what's on the list. How many do you reckon I'll get?
Right, well, it's time to pack the car and then head on straight over to Cannock. See you there.
At the start of the day, we all met in the car park. It was a great turnout with something like 25 plus people coming out to ride. This gave everyone a great chance to mingle or catch up and check out the plan for today. So starting from the campsite, the plan is to ride the two red trails here at Cannock Chase, follow the dog and the monkey trail. I was stoked that so many people had turned up and I couldn't wait to see what the day had in store. Dropping in, the energy was high and the weather had put everyone in good spirits. Spoiler alert, I have to say I had an awesome day on this ride. It was amazing to meet so many of you. Normally when I'm out filming, it's just me talking to the camera, so it was great to actually chat to you, the amazing people who watch these videos. It was awesome to chat, have a ride and generally just meet some great people. It was amazing to hear that some of you have been followers of the channel since the very beginning, so it was an honour to be riding with you today. Hopefully I'll manage to show some of everyone that was out riding with us, so if you see yourself, please drop a message in the comments, and I'll be talking about a few of you as we go. The first few trail sections were a great chance for us all to mingle. We could all chat about kit and bikes and get a feel for the day's riding and the pace. But unfortunately for me, no one was saying anything that I had on my bingo card. But that was soon about to change. As we were preparing to drop into this jumpy descent section, John, the mindful trail biker, kicked us off with an absolute corker. Did you hear that? Here it is again in slow-mo. Haha, yes, a solid first point. With 1 point on the board, now the game is underway. And what better way to celebrate than with a mini downhill? So I should mention that there are a couple of rules to this mountain bike bingo.
So of course, one of the rules of today is that I can't instigate anything on here. So for example, someone gets a flat tire. I'm not going to go around popping people's tires, and I'm certainly not going to pop my own tire just so I can get a point and win this. So it has to be on my own camera and I can't instigate it.
The next technical section is called Stegosaurus, and I can see why. I've not ridden anything like this on my trail bike yet, so it was a great place to test it out. With an audience no less.
Hey, how's it going?
So I'm pretty confident that I have the winning bingo card. But of course, one of the drawbacks of mountain bike bingo is that I won't get to see everything that happens on the group ride. And the rule is, if I don't catch it on camera, it didn't happen, even if it did. But with only 1 point on the board, things aren't looking good for me so far. But it wasn't long before I gained my second point.
Hill climb next.
This one was pretty much a certainty, and it was only a matter of time before I was overtaken by an e-bike. So the rider on my left is Daniel, and he would have been able to beat me up this hill even if he wasn't on an e-bike. But the true gen that he is, he did offer me a help out on the climb.
Hill climb next.
Got the cover, colleague.
An offer I should have accepted. Truth be told, I got overtaken by e-bikers a lot on today's ride, but it still only counts as 1 point. So many of you will notice that it took me a good few weeks to get this video out. The reason being the sheer volume of footage I had to go through. All in all, I had footage from 2 GoPro cameras and my phone, which is over 5 hours of footage to go through and edit down into this video. So it took me a while, but it's well worth it. I will have another video of the off-piste day coming out shortly, which has a similar amount of footage that I'm going through, so stay tuned for that. The bridge and road crossing meant that we're about a quarter of the way around the trail. It was here that I received another bingo point, which was Dave doing this tremendous track stand. This lasted ages and puts mine to shame. The bingo points are now coming in thick and fast. Unfortunately, the steep hills didn't earn me any points by people getting off to walk them, but great to see everyone digging deep and committing to the climb. So I've been wanting to do a group ride for absolutely ages, so when John the Mindful Trail Biker suggested we join forces, I jumped at the chance. John has hosted a few of these now and they've all been a great success. Group mountain bike rides offer a range of benefits that go beyond just physical fitness. Riding with others provides motivation and encouragement, helping participants to push their limits and tackle more challenging trails with confidence. But my favourite is that they create a sense of camaraderie and community, where riders can share tips, learn skills and just have a laugh really. They make the experience more enjoyable and social, turning a demanding workout into an adventure shared with friends who share the same passion for the outdoors. And today was definitely a success in that sense. Speaking of successes, at the top of this climb, I got myself another point. So as well as secretly ticking off bingo cards, it was amazing to get to ride with everyone today. We all agreed that one of the most memorable, energetic and enthusiastic members of the group was Oak, who was here with his dad Daniel.
Hello.
This lad is a mountain bike pro in the making. I've never met someone so keen and fearless, and it was great to have him on the ride. He will certainly appear in lots of the footage from today because he was literally lapping the rest of us, and keeping his dad in check too.
What took you so long?
Back on the trail, these next few sections are where you find some of the better riding. For a descent, these sections aren't flat out pedal to the metal downhill riding, but they are long, fast and flowy with a few different line choices, and the odd tree to avoid. With the gradual corners and natural berms, you can really find your flow along this section. And as long as you don't mind a few braking bumps, this is actually one of the more interesting downhills on the trail. For riders looking for a little extra, you also have the option to take the more gnarly black routes if you want something a bit more challenging, which I have explored in a previous video, and there should be a link at the top of the screen somewhere now that you can check out later. So when I picked what should be on the bingo cards, there were plenty of options for things I thought would happen. And I put on a few things that I thought I'd be certain to see, but didn't. Like a group photo or someone saying, "My bike's making weird noises." Perhaps they happened somewhere else, but if I didn't catch it on camera, it didn't happen. But I'm also glad that some of the things I had on there didn't happen. Not that I'd expect anyone in our group to do this, but whenever I ride at Cannock Chase, I always see loads of riders and families just not wearing helmets. But today everyone was fully lidded up, so kudos. The whole ride people were chatting and following each other down trails, and it was a really good vibe. I was trying my best to make it around the group so I got to chat to as many people as possible, and it was a really good group. It was awesome to meet you guys because you're the ones who make this channel what it is, and I really appreciate people watching my videos and taking the time to come out on a group ride. You guys are awesome. Dropping into the last proper descent, I know this has a flowy start. What I didn't know is that John the Mindful Trail Biker was hiding somewhere in the bushes getting some action shots. See if you can spot him. Because honestly, I didn't see him and ended up pretty close. Did he spot him? I swear I was only a few inches away from wearing John as a front mudguard, but that is dedication to the filming up. It's nice work, John. This descent is called Lower Cliff and it's the last section on the monkey trail. And because we started from the campsite, this is our last proper descent of the day. And more worryingly, at this point in the ride, I have no idea how many bingo points I've got. So, like the last section, this one is another flowy piece of trail that rides all the way back down to the bridge. There are definitely some fun elements to it, but the riding surface is very sandy and I find the trail moves around a lot under your bike, especially on dry days like today, which makes predicting the trail a bit more challenging. Also, some of the flatter berms have basically become useless today, but apart from that, it's a nice chilled ride and you just weave your way gently down the side of the hill. By this point in the day, my legs were feeling heavy, but this didn't stop me from enjoying every ounce of fun from this last bit of trail. As we were cruising down, we got to this last straight, and we've collectively decided that it's time for a well-earned coffee break after this. And as regular viewers to the channel will know, I love a good cup of coffee. So once we were down this final section, we made a quick exit to take over the local cafe. This was a great opportunity for everyone to chat together, tell bike stories and generally have a laugh. I find it awesome that a whole group of people, most of whom have never met, could all get along so well together and have such a good time. And although I'm secretly playing a game of bingo against them, these rides are all about meeting people and having fun. So after coffee we set off again, but with only a couple of flatter sections left before we're back at the campsite. But these weren't without their benefits.
A nice bike. How are you finding it?
Really good. Some days it feels absolutely spot on, and others it just feels a bit sketchy, so I still feel like I'm getting used to it.
And it was Daniel who gave me my next bingo point. So with the final bingo point of the day in the bank, it's time to tot up the scores. So my final total is a fairly respectable 6 out of 12. Not too bad, but definitely room for improvement. What an absolutely epic day's riding with some fantastic people. I had such a great time, I would definitely be keen for another meetup. If not only to improve my group ride bingo score. So let me know in the comments if you're keen for another group ride. But until then, thanks for watching and I'll see you next time.